Hi guys, how are you doing? So, the first thing we're gonna do is before we start, I want you guys to get a pillow, okay? It can be any size pillow, really, as long as it's big enough that you guys can stand on it with both feet, okay? So don't get one of your super nice pillows, okay? Because you will be standing on it. So, okay, and that's all. Did you guys get it? Okay, good. And let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some hops. So let's get in our pizza slice and put our hands on our hips, and we're gonna just hop up and down. Hop. Now let's hop out. Now let's hop back in. Now let's hop back out. Let's hop back in. One more time, out. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hop on one leg, like peg leg. So let's get on one leg and hop up and down. Now let's switch legs. Okay, let's switch to this leg again, and let's hop in a circle. Now let's switch other legs, hop in another circle. Good. Now we're going to spread our legs out, and we're going to show off our shiny hook. Hook. And let's sway, show off the hook. Sway. Show off that shiny hook. Sway. Good. Now let's pretend we have a hook on this hand, okay? Sway. Show it off. Show it off. Show it off. Good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to march. Almost as if we're walking off a plank. So let's get over, put our hands on our hips, and let's march. March. March, 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 turn, and let's march again. Good job. Okay, so let's march back in the middle. March. Good. Now let's spread our arms out as if we're about to wobble off the plank. Oh no. Let's march. Knees high. Now let's march forward. Now let's try marching backwards. March, march, march. Woo, that's a bit more difficult. Let's turn around, try marching this way. Backwards, backwards. Now good job. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some gallops. So let's get some space, put our hands or arms out, and let's gallop over to the right. So let's gallop, gallop. Now we're going to do a rond de jambe. So let's drag our foot forward. Now let's pretend we're using a pencil. Draw it to the side and to the back. Now let's close. Now let's gallop over here. Gallop, gallop. And now let's use our left leg and draw forward, side, back, close. Now let's go back to the right. Gallop, gallop. Let's draw our half circle, front, side, back, close. Now left. Now front, side, back, close. Back to the middle. Front, side, back, close. Now let's sit on our bottoms and we're going to do our rowboats, okay? So get in your rowboat and let's row now. Row, row, row. Now let's hit the deck, lay down. do is I'm going to teach you a ballet step. So this step is called ensemble. Can you say that? Ensemble. Kind of sounds like awesome, but it also sounds like assemble, which means to put together. So what we're going to do is we're going to brush our leg out to the side, and we're going to jump and close our legs together. So let's do it again. We're standing in 5th position. So that means when our heel is touching our other foot's big toe. So that is 5th position. 5th position. So we're going to take the back leg and we're going to brush up and we're going to close. Good job. Now let's take this leg. Let's do it a little bit faster, okay? Brush, hop, close. Now let's go over here. Brush, hop, close. Over here, this leg. Brush, hop, close. You get it? So we're putting our legs together every time we kick our legs up. So we brush up, bring the legs together. Brush up, bring the legs together. Let's try using our arms like that. Brush up, bring the legs together. Brush up, bring the legs together. Up, together, up, together, up, together, up, together. Now good. Now let's add a little jump. So let's brush the leg up and let's hop. Brush the leg up, hop. Brush the leg up, hop, up, hop. Now let's combine it all together and see if our ensembles are any better. Jump, 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 jump. Good job. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sit down and we're going to do some stretches. Okay, so let's sit down and let's stick our feet right out in front of us. Now let's stretch up high in the air. High, 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 high. Point those toes. Now let's reach up. We're hiding from Captain Hook. Hide, hide, hide. Let's see if the coast is clear. I think it is. So let's stretch up some more. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh no, I see Captain Hook. Hide. Let's look. I think the coast is clear. Stretch up, out. Good job. Now, since we're here, we can wiggle our feet. Let's flap them like fairy wings. Flap, flap, flap. Now let's stick them straight up in the air. Up and down. Up and down. Try pointing those toes as hard as you can. Up and down. Up and down. Now let's just lift up one foot and wave it. Keep that other foot pointed. Now let's switch feet. Stick that other foot right up in the air. Keep the other foot pointed and wave it. Now let's stick them both straight up in the air again and make our pizza slice. And close. Pizza slice. And close. Pizza slice. And close. Now, since our feet are straight up in the air, let's tickle them. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Good. Now let's tickle again. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Good. Now let's just stretch over and try holding as long as we can. Hold. Hold. Try holding for 5 seconds. Now let's come up and good. Now let's bring our legs out and we're going to point our toes and let's grab some fairy dust in both hands and let's sprinkle it in the air. Sprinkle it and hold. Now let's grab some more fairy dust, sprinkle it and hold. Fairy dust sprinkle and hold. Fairy dust sprinkle and hold. Now let's tickle the floor. So let's put our hands in the middle. Tickle, 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 tickle. And let's tickle back. Now let's tickle it again. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And tickle back. Good. Now let's bring our arms out and let's just circle our arms, make little armsicles. Now let's make big arm circles. Big, big, big. Try keeping those toes pointed though. Now let's make little arm circles. Little itty baby ones. Little baby ones. Now let's just take one arm and flap it. Flap it. Flap it. Flap. Now let's take the other arm and flap it. Good. Now let's flap both arms like wings. Let's bring our arms up and close it. Up, side, down, up, side, down. Now let's roll our neck, okay? So let's roll our neck in one big circle. Oh, this should feel really good. Now let's roll it the other way. Roll it, roll, roll. Now let's roll our shoulders, okay? Roll it back, 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 back. Now let's roll our shoulders forward, forward. This one should feel really weird. Forward, forward. Now, good job. Now let's put our feet together like the butterfly stretch, and let's just flap our butterfly wings. Flap, flap, flap. Flap, flap, flap. Now I see a flower, so let's dive down and smell that flower. Smell it. Now let's come back up. Did it smell good? What did yours smell like? Mine smelled like cupcakes. Now I see another flower, so let's dive down and smell it. Now let's come back up. Now what did this one smell like? This one also smelled like cupcakes for me. Maybe it's because I'm just feeling like cupcakes, I don't know. Now let's smell this one. This is a really big flower, so we're gonna have to hold it as long as we can to take a great big smell, okay? Now let's hold, hold, hold. Take a big sniff. That one smelled really good. That one just smelled like sprinkles. Now, good job. Now, we're going to do the cat stretch. So let's get on our hands and knees, and we're gonna be our happy kitty. So happy kitty looks all relaxed, remember? So happy kitties relax, lick your paws. Meow, meow. You're a happy cat, right? Now we're gonna be an angry kitty. So let's arch up, arch, arch, arch. Hiss if you can, hiss. We're an angry kitty. Now let's be a happy kitty again. Let's lick our paws, relax, really relax that back, guys, okay? Now we're going to be an angry kitty again. So arch that back. Arch, arch, arch. Arch. Now we're going to be a happy kitty again. And now arch, angry kitty. Arch, arch, arch. Good job. That's all we're going to do for the cat stretch. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Just because that one's really good and it's fun. So we're going to start off slow, okay? So how does it go? It goes head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Good. Now let's go a little bit faster, okay? Are you ready? Are you all stretched out? Stretch, stretch, stretch. We gotta be ready to touch those toes. Okay, now let's go, okay? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Woo! Okay, now take it easy. We're gonna go one more time, and it's gonna be the fastest that we can, okay? So we have to be really ready this time, okay? Let's go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes, ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh, good job. Now, I think that's all I can do. I don't think I can go any faster, okay? Okay, so now you guys need to get your pillows, okay? So let's get them out. You guys have them? Let's step back, and we're gonna sit our pillow on the floor. And now get on your pillow, stand on it. You might find that it's a little bit harder to balance. So let's first get familiar with the pillow and start marching. So march, march, march. It might be a little bit harder than marching on regular ground. Good. Now let's just try balancing. Now this one might be real tricky. So let's lift one leg up. Woo! It's a bit harder to balance, isn't it? Balance, balance, balance. Hold those arms out for stability. Good job. Now let's bring that leg down slowly and raise the other leg. Balance, balance. Good job. Now let's do some more marching. March, march, march. Now let's balance again. Slowly. Balance. Now bring our foot down. Let's balance with the other leg. Balance, balance. Hold, hold, hold. Whoa. Good job. Now we're gonna get off our pillow and we're gonna put the pillow right in front of us, okay? So we did this last week. We're going to get their pillow and we're gonna keep our legs straight, tight, and we're gonna bend forward and we're gonna pick our pillow up and let's snuggle it. Now let's put our pillow back down without bending our knees and come back up. Let's do it again. Keep that back straight, keep those legs straight. Pick it up, snuggle. Let's put it back down. Come up. Let's go back down. Pick it back up. Snuggle. Let's put it back down. Up. Back down. Snuggle. Good job. Now, that's all we're going to do with our pillow, so we can say goodbye, pillow, and put it away. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we'll need a coin. Okay? So I'm going to go get that coin, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have our coin. So what we're going to do is, this is a magic pirate coin. So it's going to tell me what you guys have to do. So when I flip it and it gets tails, that means you guys have to gallop to the left. So tails, gallop to the left. And then we're going to walk back to the middle. And if I flip it and it gets heads, then that means we have to march over to the right. Okay, so that's march to the right. Okay, so tails is gallop to the left, and heads is march to the right. Okay? So let's get in the middle and get ready to do whatever the pirate coin tells us to do. Okay? So I'm gonna flip it, catch it. Oh, it's the heads. So what does that mean? Right, heads is march to the right. So let's march to the right. Good job. Now let's go back to the middle and I'm gonna flip it again. Flip. Okay, it's tails. What's tails? Do you guys remember? Right, it's gallop to the left, so let's gallop. Okay, let's go back to the middle. And I'm gonna flip it one more time, okay? So let's see what it has us do. Flip. Oh, it's heads. So what's heads? Right, it's march. Good job. Now let's get back in the middle and I'm gonna come up with some new orders. So heads this time is gonna hop forward like a bunny. Heads, hop forward like a bunny. And tails is going to be turn backwards. Whoa. So you guys get that? Heads, hop forward. Tails, turn backwards. Okay, let's do it. Get back in the middle. I'm gonna flip it. Flip. Oh, it's heads. What's heads? Hop forward. Now let's go back to the middle. It's tails. Let's turn. Good job. Let's go back to the middle. What is it? Flip. Oh, it's tails. What's tails? Right. It's turn backwards. Let's turn. Go back to the middle. I'm gonna flip it. It's tails again. What's tails? Turn backwards. Okay, back in the middle. Flip. Oh, it's heads. What's heads? Hop forward. Good job. Let's go backwards. And now let's flip it again. Oh, heads. What's heads? Right, hop forward. Now let's go back. Good job. Now that was a super fun game, but I'm going to put my pirate coin away, okay? Okay, so now we're going to play another game. So I'm going to call out 2 body parts, and you guys have to raise them both in the air somehow. So, for example, I'm going to say lift both of your arms. So you'll raise both your arms. Now, what if I said raise both your legs? How are you going to do that? Well, you can't really raise both legs when you're standing up. So you're going to have to sit on the ground and lift up your legs. Okay? Now, let's get back up and let's do it, okay? So I want you guys to raise a pinky finger and a foot. So let's raise a pinky and a foot. Good job. Now, I want you guys to raise an elbow and a knee. Can you do that? Elbow, knee. Woo, that's a little bit harder, isn't it? Okay, now this is when things get really difficult. I'm going to now tell you to do different things. So, for example, I'm going to want you guys to tap your nose and rub your head. How would you do that? Tap your nose and rub your head at the same time, okay? Tap and rub, okay? Good, now let's do a couple other things, okay? Now I want you guys to wave a hand and tap your foot. So let's wave our hand and tap our foot. Can you do it at the same time? Woo! Let's try doing the other one. Wave a hand, tap your foot. Good job. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I want you to pat your hips and wiggle both your feet. So do you guys think we can do that? We can't really wiggle our feet on the floor standing up, so we're gonna have to get on the floor. So let's wave our feet, wave them up in the air, and tap our hips. Tap, 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 tap. Ah, good job. Now that was a fun little game. It was pretty short, but maybe we can do it next time and I can come up with a couple other things, okay? So that's all I have for today actually, but I do have a dance along video for you, which is gonna be super fun. But yeah, that's it. Bye guys, I miss you so much, I really do. So does Miss Charlotte, so does Miss Sue. So, bye. See you next time.